Hi, Megan here from Crystal Lake Public Library Adult Services. And today I wanted to introduce a craft idea, knitted leaves for fall decorations. I made a few different colors, yellow or a gold and an orange, and a couple different sizes. So for the maroon, I did a larger size and a smaller size, and I've left the tails on just because I'm still deciding how to use these. So you can make a little cord at the end to hang them on, and you could string them up on some extra yarn. I have a wreath that I reuse every year, and I could add these to this wreath to hang on my door. A shadow box is a fun idea. You could, maybe with a smaller one, you could applique them onto a canvas grocery bag or any item of clothing that you may have. So lots of fun ideas and ways to use these around your home and for the holidays. So I'm going to walk you through the steps of knitting these leaves. You just need a couple of items, and I have circular needles, or you can use some straight needles, up to you what your preference is, and up to you for sizes as to match up with the yarns that you choose. This is a nice project for stash busting. I love always finding little projects to use up those little bits of yarn that I have left. And maybe a crochet hook or needle to finish up and sew in your ends. So let me show you how to knit these. So we start this pattern by casting on 3 stitches. So that's your first one, second, and third. And this pattern is really nice because it's a lot of repeats. So that's your first row. Second row, you purl. Purl your 3 stitches and turn your work around. So you're back on the right side, and it's knit 1, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over. Did I say that right? So knit 1, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1. So here you're working on the yarn over to make that definition of the leaf. So then next row, purl. Next row is the same pattern. So we have 5 stitches, so we'll knit the first 2, yarn over, knit the last 2. So when you have an odd, knit 2, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 2. And then we purl again. So it's pretty easy to read the stitches from the right side and the wrong side. And it just goes on like that until you build up to 17 stitches. But of course you could make it bigger or smaller depending on what you plan to use this leaf for. So then we're back to the knit row, and we'll knit 3, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 3. Yarn over, and knit 3. So then we'll purl the next row. So depending, again, how large you want your leaf, you could stop at any time and start your decreases, which are, again, just a repeating pattern. So you have your nice little yarn over end, and then you can start your decreases again at any time. The pattern calls for 17 stitches before you start your decrease, but you can customize this however you like. I think I'll do one more row before I decrease. So I'm going to knit 4. And if you get off track at any time, real easy to just read the pattern because it marks exactly the number of stitches for each row. So then we have our yarn over, knit our middle, yarn over again, and then knit the last 4. You're going to purl that row before you start decreases. And for the decrease rows, you're going to knit the first 2 together, knit across, and knit the last 2 together, and then purl the wrong sides. So we have our right side, and we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 stitches, so a little smaller than the pattern calls for, but like I said, oops, knit 2 together, knit across, and then at the end we'll knit the last 2 together. And you've begun decreasing. So then we'll, as I said, purl the wrong side stitches. And then we're back to the right side, so we'll do the same. We'll knit 2 together, the first 2 together, knit all the way across to the last 2. Decreases go real quick because you're decreasing every right side row. So then we have our last 2, knit those 2 together. Purl that next row. I found, depending on the yarn, that these do need to be blocked to really hold their shape and open up the leaf. So keep that in mind when choosing your yarns. This is an acrylic that likes to curl up on the edges. So we're back to our right side. So knit those first 2 together. Knit across to the last 2. You're going to continue this until you have your down to 3 stitches on the right side, which we're real close to with 5. So we'll do one more row. I'll purl this one. So then we'll do our last row, knit 2 together, knit that middle stitch, and knit the last 2 together. You're going to purl and then bind off just a real simple bind off. Show you that, where we knit 2 together. Knit 1, and we'll pass that first stitch over, break or cut the yarn, and you have your first knitted leaf. This is a little cute little mini leaf. So then you can add it. We'll need to block this one, and you can weave in your ends. And that is how I make a nice little knitted leaf, perfect for decorating for all the fall holidays. Might be fun to do this in a black and orange and white for Halloween. You can make green and red for Christmas, blue and silver for Hanukkah, or any other holiday that you want to decorate these with. So I hope you enjoy, and come and show us at the library what you've made. We'll see you next time. Bye.